What's up, everybody? So in this video, I'm going to show you the one thing that has allowed me to make a pretty good amount of money as of now with my companies. And it's also helped me create a really good product, really good business, and generate really good results for my clients. But now, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this. Now, as you can see right here, guys, this was me back in 2020. As you can see, I was fat. And this is me right now in 2024. And as you can see, my physics changed, right? Now, same thing with my bank account. This is my Stripe account, as you can see, back in 2020, right? And this is my Stripe account right now in 2024. You can see we have multiple solid payments. You can call them like that. And it has been going pretty well. But now, how was I able to achieve these results that you see right here? Well, it's because of one thing that is probably the most important thing that you have not only in business, but in your entire life, right? And the one thing is action, right? Now, before you click off this video, because you've probably heard this shit about action so many other times, let me explain, right? Now, first off, I want to say that imperfect action is always better than no action, right? And right now, I'm going to explain why, right? Now, first thing, guys, action is literally what allowed me to go from fat to muscular and from broke to, you can say, having a solid amount of money for a 20-year-old, right? Now, why is imperfect action always better than no action? Well, it's very simple. Because once you start taking action, you will 100% get results, right? And the good thing is that from these results, you then gather feedback. And from these feedback, you can then refine your initial action right here and improve it to get better results. And once you have better results, you keep on doing this process, and over time, you'll become extremely fucking good at what you're taking action towards of, right? Let me make a simple example, right? Now, let's pretend you're playing basketball, right? As soon as you start basketball, you are a complete trash can, right? You don't know how to throw a ball, you don't know how to defend, you don't know how to make a bucket, right? You don't know anything. Now, once you start practicing, so once you start taking action towards getting better at basketball, then each and every session, you get this slight thing that you can improve because you've actually done the session and you've done things that gave you results, and from those results, you get the feedback, right? Now, just think about it for everything in life, right? As soon as you start something new, in the beginning, you are gonna suck, right? This is logic, right? Now, because in the beginning, you're gonna suck, each and every time that you practice that thing that you're doing, you will see that every time there are gonna be small and little improvements that you can make to make whatever you're trying to get good at better, right? And this is the same thing with business. This is the same thing with getting a bad physique from a good physique, right? When I started, guys, my journey to getting a better physique, I did not know shit, right? I started on my own and I didn't know how to train. Now, after a few months, I knew a little bit about training. After a year and a half, I knew a little bit more about training. And after 4 years, I know a little bit more about training now. And what I know about training right now is what is allowing me to have this physique right here. But as you can see, without action, that would have not been possible. And this is the same thing for every single goal that you have. If you're not going to take action towards the thing that you want to get good at, right, or that you want to achieve, then it's just simply not going to happen. Because if you don't start, you will never get to that thing, right? It's common sense. Let me show you another quick example right here, right? Now, let's say that your goal is to make 100K per month. Let me zoom this real quick, right? Now, in the beginning, we have the initial action, right? Now, then we have the process of you taking the action, right? So you doing something towards getting the 100K per month. Then you get results, some kind of results, doesn't matter, but you get results. That's because you've taken action, right? And then from those results, you get the feedback. And from the feedback, you can then reiterate and improve what you've done in the initial action. Now, let's say then in the beginning, because you're trying to make 100K per month, you want to try a cold outreach system. As you can see, this is the initial action. Then here we have the process. So the process of you actually trying the system. After you actually try the system, you will get some kind of results from the system. And for example, if you try a cold outreach system, then you will get you get the replies, you will get the bookings and from this outreach system, and then you can see how many people have actually responded to you and how many people have actually booked in a call with you, right? Now, in the beginning, you may get 0 responses and 0 booked calls, right? So what happens? You get feedback and you say, okay, this approach that I'm using does not work. So I need to improve it. I need to do something different. Then what happens? You try an improved cold outreach system. So here's again the process of you trying the system. You get the results from the systems, and then you get a feedback. And now this time, instead of 0 responses and 0 calls, you get 10 responses and 1 booked calls. Now what happens? You want to make this even better. So what happens again? You try an improved cold outreach system, then you have the process again, and then you have the results, and then you have the feedback. And then this time, you're able to get maybe 11 responses and still 1 booked call. But what happens over time as you refine and improve each and every single time, then after a year and a half, you're going to have an insanely good outreach system that is going to give you clients on demand and is going to get you calls on demand, right? And this is the same thing literally with everything that you're gonna do in your life, right? If you truly want to get good at something, you have to take action towards that thing, and then you have to try the thing, do the thing, get results, get feedback, and then improve, right? And as you can see, if you keep on doing this, there is literally no way you are not going to achieve your goal. But the only thing that you have to do is not quit, because as soon as you quit doing this process, right, then you are going to stop. Actually, you're going to stop yourself from getting to the goal that you've wanted, right, that you want. So as you can see, guys, you don't need the latest template, the latest script, the latest copy when it comes to building a great business. But what you can do, which is something that is very useful, is just learn from other people's mistakes, right? And you can do this by either watching podcasts of people that are at the level that you want to get, or you can invest into a mentor, you can invest into a program and see systems of people that have already done all of these processes right here, right? Because they've already made the mistakes, they've already tried the system so many times. And if you invest into these guys, if you listen to podcasts, if you watch YouTube videos like you're doing right now, then you're going to have an edge, an advantage, right? But again, if you want to truly get to a goal that you have in your life, the only thing that you have to do is quite literally take action, right? And in the beginning, it's going to be imperfect, right? No action is perfect, never. But over time, you will get better and better and better. And then at a certain time, at a certain stage in your life, point, whatever, you're going to finally get to that goal, right? And this is what you have to do. Bye-bye.